All right, y'all. So we finally made it to chapter 11. Then the angel gave me a reed that was as straight as a rod, saying, Arise and measure the temple of God, the altar of sacrifice, and those who worship there. Now let's consider something. The temple being destroyed in AD 70 was a monumental event. That was a very significant point in history. It has been documented by Josephus, by Tacitus, by Suetonius. These are three secular historians, guys who are not Christians. Josephus was actually alive then. He was an eyewitness. Eusebius quotes a lot of Josephus in reference to the Jewish wars, you feel me, and the siege against Jerusalem at that time, which led to the destruction of the temple. If John really wrote this book in 90 or 90 AD 90 95, why wouldn't he mention that in this writing? He's being told to get up and measure the temple, right? And he doesn't say anything like, but Lord, what temple? Or, but Lord, how does the temple, what temple is this? Since the former one was destroyed. He doesn't make any mention of that. I have an even harder time trying to figure out why John wouldn't make mention of something that was so monumental, something so important. You know what I'm saying? So this is another piece of internal evidence that leads me and other post-millennial view holders to place the dating of Revelation in like somewhere between 64 and 68 AD, right? And it would have had to be before or by the time Nero died. Now, I don't know of any premillennial that actually has an answer for that. I do know that the answer I gave as a premillennial was, well, yeah, this just has to mean that there has to be a third temple standing for this to be true. But then I really had to come to grips and ask myself, well, why is that true? What about this tells us that there has to be a third temple? There's nothing in the text here that says that there has to be a third temple. The assumption is that there is a temple. John isn't talking like someone who the temple was destroyed in his lifetime and then he's, you know what I'm saying, he's writing after the fact. John is talking about this temple as if it's still there. These are tough things that we have to ask, y'all. This is how you wrestle with the text. You dig? I gotta apologize. I spent way too long on verse 1. 3 minutes on verse 1. But I think y'all catch my drift. Let's go ahead and get to verse 2.